Friends, in chapter number 15, our environment, we discuss one more question. The question is, state the points of explanation which are derived from the study of flow of energy in an ecosystem. We know the food chain. Now we know the food chain. We know the ecosystem. So let's derive the points from study of flow of energy in ecosystem. The first point says us that the green plants capture only 1% energy to totally green plants capture 1% energy totally solar energy. Whole solar energy, green plants capture only 1% energy to totally solar energy and prepare that food. The second point says us that when energy can passes through one tropic level to another, large amount of energy loss in the form of heat. As we know, as we study in chapter number 1, energy not utilized, energy cannot be neither destroyed, not can be formed in new form. Energy can be converted into one form to another, but when energy can passes through one tropic level to another tropic level, large amount of energy lost in the form of heat. The third point is compared to producers, carnivores utilize more energy as compared to producers. Carnivores utilize more energy. Let's see next point. In any ecosystem, continuous energy flow is required. In all living organism, energy flow is must. So in any ecosystem, continuous energy flow is required. So all living organisms do their process like growth, reproduction, etc. by the help of energy. To do their all living processes, growth, reproduction and any other living processes, every living organism can need energy must. Next point. In any tropic level, 10% of energy can pass through one tropic level to another tropic level. Here one thing is notice, green plants capture only 1% energy, totally solar energy, and in one tropic level, after getting 1, 2, 3 tropic level, in every tropic level 10% energy can pass. See next point. In any food chain, three or four tropic levels can occur. After four tropic level, very small amount of energy can pass, or you can write energy can utilize. Simply food chain have 3 or 4 steps, which is tropic levels can occur after 4 tropic level. Very small amount of energy can pass, can utilize. The next point is, in any ecosystem, producers are largest numbers and top carnivores are smallest in numbers. Let's see quickly. The green plants capture only 1% energy to total energy and prepare their food. When energy can pass through one trophic level to another, large amount of energy lost in the form of heat. Compared to producers, carnivores utilize more energy. In any ecosystem, continuous energy flow is required. So all living organisms do their process like growth, reproduction, etc. by the help of energy. In any trophic level, 10% energy can pass through one trophic level to another trophic level. In any food chain, 3 or 4 trophic levels can occur. After 4 trophic level, very small amount of energy can utilize. In any ecosystem, producers are largest numbers and top carnivores are smallest in number. This point shows us that derived this point to study of flow of energy. Let's see next point. Now we see another topic. It is called food chain. In food chain, we see in trophic levels are related to each other in the form of chain. But now in any ecosystem, it cannot be possible in every time the food chain can be formed. In ecosystem, sometimes food web can be formed. Let's see what is the food web. Living organisms depend on each other for their food requirement in form of food chain. We already study food chain. The trophic interrelationship between animals in nature every time cannot be explained as simple chains only. Each organism is generally eaten by 2 or more other organisms, which in turn are eaten by several other organisms. Get the point? In ecosystem, not possible in every time one organism eaten only one organism. In sometimes one organism eaten 2 or more other kinds of organisms. Let's see with the diagram. When the question arises, describe food web as per diagram. You have drawn to the diagram is necessary. The diagram is quite complicated but not hard. You have to practice 1 or 2 times. You will definitely draw with your own. So this type of diagram shows us that these are the producers: green flowering plant, glass wren, green plants, green trees. They are the producers. The second is this trophic level shows herbivores, then carnivores, and then top carnivores. Here we see with the diagram. Here suppose we take snake. Snake is eaten frog, grasshopper, etc. and it can also eaten rat. So it cannot be depend only in one thing. It can be depend on 2 or more things. Suppose all can eat also rat. So rat is eaten by all and snake both. So organism can get for their food, for their utilize energy, they can be dependent on one or more organism, two or more organism. So instead of a straight line food chain, in food chain we study the organism, the one organism is depend on one organism and get their food, but in any ecosystem it cannot be possible. So instead of straight line food chain, the relationship can be shown as a series of branches line called a food chain. Instead of series, the food chain can be shown by branches of lines is called food web. You have to draw first producers, then draw herbivorous, then draw carnivorous, then top carnivorous. And the one most thing here is to be aware when we draw the diagram, to be careful when we draw the diagram, we get the marks, the arrows is right arrow in right direction, not in another direction. Suppose rat is eaten by only cat, not eaten by deer. So the directions arrow are most important. The food chain gives us information that each organism is generally eaten by two or more other kinds of organisms, and food chain and food web can be formed. Here food web can be formed. In the study we already study food chain. So food chain and food web both are formed in the ecosystem.